not too bad. Watch this. How many of you have been to Disney World? It's not even fair right there. Now, if those of you that haven't been to Gatorland, just a little bit of history on that place real quick. Gatorland's actually in Orlando. We're only about 25 minutes up the road. We're on South Orange Blossom Trail. And out there, we actually have about 2,000 alligators. So a lot of big dinosaurs running around. We've been open since 1949. We're a family-owned park, so we've been around for a really long time. Out there we have, what do we have? We have a train ride, a petting zoo, we have a water park, and you guys know what a zip line is, right? Yes. Well, we have a zip line out at Gatorland now. We opened it up last year, and you can zip right over the alligators and crocodiles. Does that sound fun?
No.
No? That's how we're getting our new food donations. Guys, come on. No, I'm joking. Now, obviously, I brought quite a few animals with me. We travel on the road for you guys as well. And I brought a few animals from Gatorland to share with you guys, give some fun facts. And but I brought so many that I can't do it by myself. I'm going to need some help from the audience. Okay, your hand shot up so quick. You can't be afraid of anything, okay? You want to know why? I'm not from Fuzzy Bunny Land. I'm from Gatorland, so you got to be really brave. But
EJ, are you willing to touch the snake or something?
All right, who wants to be my first victim? Volunteer. Volunteer.
You volunteer?
Actually, I'm going to start out with you. Come on up here. Her name was the first one up. It's only fair. That's right. What's your name? Violet? All right, Violet, you're not scared of anything, right? Okay, this is going to be fun, okay? Because everybody else here is going to get to see the animal before you do, because it's based solely off of surprises. So you're going to face our friends out there, and you're going to close your eyes and put your hands over your eyes for me so you don't peek. All right, perfect. Now, listen, I don't want you peeking, because peeking is cheating, and cheating is bad, right, guys? Yes, listen, if Violet looks while I have my back turned, I want all of you to do me a favor and yell out cheater really loud.
Cheater!
Let's practice it. 1, 2, 3. Cheater! All right, Violet, if I hear that, the first time I'm putting it on your head right here. Yeah. So you're not going to peek, right? All right, perfect. All right, trust your eyes closed. All right, and when I bring this out, no matter what, they're not going to tell you what it is, but you're going to hear lots of oohs and ahs. Some adults might start crying, but just ignore them, okay? All right, no peeking. All right, give me a second here. All right. I'm not going to do it. She didn't peek. It wouldn't be fair. So, Violet, I'm going to count to 3. You can tell me if you want to hold it, touch it, or give it a big kiss, okay?
Kiss.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Take a look. You're acting like I'm holding a spider or something. What's the matter?
The only thing she don't
You don't like spiders? But this is a tarantula, right? Have you ever held one? Do you want to try? You know what? I don't call that fear. I call that common sense, okay, guys? Do this. I'm going to turn it back to you. Just pet her right there on the furry end. Pet her right there. It's soft, right? It's kind of like a fuzzy bunny. Violet, give me a high five. Give her a big round of applause, guys. Thank you so much. I'm done picking on you. You can have a seat now. Thank you, sweetie. All right. What did I say this was? That's right. This is a Chilean rose-haired tarantula. These guys are found down in South America, or Chile. Now, they're in the arachnid family, so how many creepy legs do they have, kids? 8 legs. Now, all arachnids have something else in common. They all have something else that starts with the letter V. Venom. That's right. All arachnids are venomous. Now, you're probably wondering why I would even offer for Violet to hold it there. And honestly, that's because she's not my kid, so it's all good, right? No, I'm kidding. These spiders right here in particular are very, very popular in the pet trade, because if it were to bite me or anybody else here, which the chances of that are very unlikely, it's completely harmless to people. It can't do you any harm. It's less than a bee sting. It's more like an ant bite to us. So that's why a lot of people like to get these guys as pets, not only because they get really big, but because, like I said, they can't hurt you. Now, you see how big she is right now, right? She's actually going to almost double in size. So they get really big, and they actually live to be about 12 years in captivity, so that's a big commitment for a bug pet, right? So you always want to do your research ahead of time, and look into the information about the animal before you get it. You guys know what invasive species are? It's when people get pets, kind of like these guys, and sometimes they live too long, or they get too big, and people just innocently let them go. But then if you let too many of them go, they start reproducing in that same spot, like here in Florida, and then all of a sudden you have a bunch of these animals living here that don't belong here. And one of these spiders actually are one of the species that has happened, because if you buy a little girl like this at a pet store, and you let her go, and she meets up with a little boy that somebody else lets go, she's going to have 400 babies at a time. 400 babies. Now, Not all of them are going to make it, but the majority of them will, and they keep reproducing, and especially down in West Palm Beach area, Vero Beach. My mom lives down there, and when I go down there and hit the city roads, I see a lot of these guys actually crossing the roads. And it is unfortunate, a lot of people let them go, but they're not harmful to us. It's called eco or biopollution, they just don't belong here. Now these guys, because I said their venom's not very strong, out in the wild they have to have some kind of form of defense, right? Well, all those hairs all over her body are actually her weapon. If she gets scared, let's say a bird's coming in overhead, like this, she turns around, puts that big hairy rump in the air, they use those back legs, and they actually kick those hairs into the eyes and mouth of that predator. I know it doesn't sound like much, but it is very itchy, very irritating, so hopefully it's distracting enough to give this spider an opportunity to run to its hole and go on living for another day. See that? That's a good question. These guys have the 8 legs, but they also, she asked, how can you tell male from female? These 2 front legs right here, they're actually like called feelers. The males on the very end of those 2 feelers would have big black bulbs on the end of them. I don't know how to explain it, where she doesn't have those, it's just straight all the way down. But the males have like big black bulbs on the end of them. Very cool. Now, these guys right here, did you know, down in South America, people eat them all the time? Yeah. A couple of you are saying yes, a couple of you are saying ew. What do you think they taste like?
Chicken.
What kind of furry 8-legged chickens are you guys eating these days? Yeah, I know, you never know, right? They do say, actually you're kind of close, they say that if you squeeze this big part right here, the innards into a frying pan, that they taste like scrambled
Can
eggs.
I hold this for a while?
So it comes from the
Let me get
chicken.
my
How many of you like scrambled eggs? You do? You used to. You like scrambled eggs? Give it a lick, I've never tried it. No? You know what, I'm not going to have you do that anyway, okay, Violet? Give her another big round of applause for me, guys. All right, I'm going to put this creepy girl away right here, and let's see what I have coming out next real quick. See who I'm going to bring up here. All right, let's get a young man up here. Who wants to come up here? You, before you fall off the rock. Come on up here, Wisconsin. All right. What's your name? Josh? How old are you, Josh? 9? He's lived a good life. What do you guys think? Yeah? All right, just like Violet, close your eyes, put your hands over your eyes for me. All right, perfect. Don't move. All right, give me an extra second, okay? Josh, this one's not always as friendly as that spider. All right? Oh, he's in a good mood today. All right. Here we go. All right.
Oh no!
He wants to look so bad. All right. I'm going to count to 3. You can tell me if you want to touch it, hold it, or give it a big hug, all right? All right. 1, 2, 3. Take a look. What is it? It's a scorpion. It is not a mini lobster. It is a scorpion. Now, you ever held one before? Do you want to? No, this guy, I mean, he does have venom, but if it were to sting you, it's less than that tarantula. But your hands won't even be in the way of the stinger, so he's just crawling on my hand right there. You want to try it? You do? Here, put your hand nice and flat. Nice and flat, all right? All right, keep it nice and flat. Look at that right there. How cool is that? I'm going to take him right here. You got it. Give me a high five. Big round of applause. That's right. Good job, Josh. You have a seat. I'm done big on you, too. All right. He did a good job there. Now, this is a scorpion. This is a giant emperor scorpion. These guys are native to Africa. Now, even though he's pretty big right now, he's about 4 inches with the tail curl. Full grown, they get 8 to 12 inches, guys. So they get really big, almost a foot long. You can actually have these as pets. Most of your local pet stores do carry them for around $20. But like I said, always do your research ahead of time. He is venomous, but it's less than that tarantula. If it were to sting anybody here, you probably wouldn't even feel it, to be honest with you. It happens to us all the time during the shows. Now, what you want to watch out for are those big pinchers. He has mini lobster-like ones, and they are experts at using those right there. Very powerful claws there. Now, these guys, the main reason people like to get them as pets, really cool. I don't know if you've ever seen this on TV or on Google or maybe pictures of it, but the giant emperor scorpions here, if you get a black light, and you turn the black light on over the emperor scorpion, they glow bright neon green. And it is really cool. The kids love it. That's why a lot of kids like to get them as pets as well. Because if you get a really big one and turn that black light on, throw some crickets in, you have a giant neon green bug running around catching smaller bugs. So it is very entertaining. But like I said, always do your research, because let's say one day you go to the pet store and you decide to pick one up about this size right here. It's only $20, maybe an extra $20 for that tank, so not a whole lot of money there. But 3 weeks goes by, you're doing your normal routine of cleaning or feeding or changing the water there, and one day you go in and you look at your scorpion, and you notice all these little white dots all over the back of it. And initially it looks like something's trying to eat it, maybe it has a parasite, you have no idea. What happened is you purchased a pregnant female at the pet store. So now instead of having one scorpion, you have about 41 scorpions to care for. They have anywhere from about 25 to 50 on average, and when they're born, they crawl out, and they actually go and sit right on the back of mom. And it's kind of strange. They look like little white rice, little white larvae. They don't have that hard exoskeleton just yet. And even though she's alien-like, she's a fantastic mother for about 3 months. She catches the food, breaks it apart, throws the food on her back, and all the babies eat from right there. And these guys molt. It's kind of like a snake shedding, but we call it molting. And when that happens, let's flip her over here, the back splits open and they crawl out of their old body. They leave that old exoskeleton behind. So that's another fun thing to watch with these guys. I see here people laughing like, no, it's not. That's completely disgusting, right? You don't like this thing, do you? But they are really cool. As long as you handle them all the time, they usually stay pretty calm. Couple crickets a week, sponge with water, very easy to care for. But if you ever get these guys, they do get very large and they don't belong here. And if they start getting too big or living too long for you, never let it go here in Florida. Always try to find a home for the animal, no matter what kind you guys go out and get there. Now, they are pretty cool, though. Yeah? You think so?
I like it.
What is that? Right up here? Yep, right up. That's the stinger. You see that bulb, and then the stinger comes right down, right there. You see that? Yeah, it's pretty cool. They very rarely sting in captivity. And like I said, when it happens, you barely feel it. They like to use those pinchers right there. That's the main thing that I try to steer clear of. All right, I'm going to put this guy away. Give Josh, where'd he go? Another big round of applause. All right. Slowly but surely, there we go. All right, my next one's not so bad. It does not have 8 legs, but it's kind of strange and about 10 times larger. Let's see. Girl, boy. Do we have another little girl that wants to come up here? You. Yeah, come on up here. All right, what's your name? Caitlin? Is that right? All right, face our friends there, and you're going to close your eyes, but you're going to put your hands out in front of you like that. All right. Perfect. Now, Caitlin, don't peek when I bring it out, okay? When I bring her out, I'm going to get her really close to you. She's just going to check you out, pick up good vibes, make sure you're not going to hurt her or anything like that. No sudden movements, because if you do that, she's going right for the neck, okay? I'm joking, Caitlin. You're fine. You're fine. Okay.